Outlaw comedian Sam Kinison was killed in a car accident 10 days ago, and today he was buried in Oklahoma. Kinison's family, of course, is devastated. His bride of 1 week, Malika, and his brother were at the scene of the accident. Malika was badly hurt. Now, for the first time, they talk about the tragedy. Rick Kirkham with our report.
I just remember them pumping him. It's kind of hard to go into.
There was a release, and I just felt he was just so happy to go.
Sam Kinison was just beginning a new life when he was killed following a head-on collision between his car and a pickup truck driven by a 17-year-old man police suspect had been drinking. The tragic end of the world's loudest comedian came just 6 days after he had wed longtime companion Malika Sori. Malika was critically injured in the accident that claimed her husband's life and is now forced to wear a full-body brace. Malika says she had waited 5 long years for that special trip down the altar.
That was the best day of my life, because I was bound and determined to marry that man.
Having met at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles several years ago, Sam Kinison and Malika were inseparable. Malika, on the right, and her sister Sabrina became part of Kinison's onstage routine. They were also featured in Kinison's music videos. But Malika was much more than just a backup for Kinison's act. She was the only stability in the life of a man who fought everything he disliked and spoke out on anything that came to mind.
So they're writing the Bible, they're going, oh, God, we can't write this.
Kinison's famous screams were not born of comedy, but rather of ministry. His brother Richard says it was he who had taught Sam how to scream, and Sam used that scream in the early 1970s to preach the Word of God.
I've got screamed at God at the top of my lungs, because that's how much I believe in it. Amen.
But Reverend Kinison eventually grew tired of the pulpit, only to find renewed interest in screaming at crowds on the comedy circuit.
Oh, I cheated on her a little bit, sure. One-night stands, nobody knew, but I didn't have to go to federal prison!
A lot of people went to see him because they heard this wild man, but then they came away with saying they may be a little educated amidst all the laughter and the revelations.
You either loved or hated Sam Kinison, but you knew who he was.
Yeah, there wasn't much in between there. And, you know, either you was loving him buying tickets or you was out there carrying signs protesting the show, so...
Last Wednesday, here in Los Angeles, an estimated 400 of Sam Kinison's closest friends and family attended a private memorial. Among those attending were literally scores of Hollywood celebrities. Rock stars, actors, and fellow comedians came to show their respect for a man known to speak his mind.
From Sam's family, of course, and friends and fans. I mean, it's unbelievable, the support I've been getting from everybody. And it's getting me by a lot.
The final services for Sam Kinison were held here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the home of his mother. Those services, which lasted 2 hours, took place in this church, which ironically is the same church where Sam himself was a preacher years before he turned comedian. Kinison's mother, along with several hundred friends and relatives, said their goodbyes in hand-clapping, Bible-thumping style. The familiar Kinison scream eerily emanating from the church now and then, but this time through the mouth of Kinison's brother, Richard, who presided over the funeral. In Hollywood last night, an invitation-only crowd began turning away from its mourning of Sam's loss and started to focus on the humor and lessons he left behind.
Wherever he is, share your love with him. He will go on and be bigger and better than he ever was, because I know that the Sam Kinison movement will never die in comedy and entertainment.
I know Sam touched fans in every way, different ways, because he was just, everybody related to him in some sort of way.
And as the man who literally held a dying Sam Kinison in his arms now believes, somebody also reached out to touch Sam Kinison in his last few moments.
I said, just be quiet, Sam, don't talk. We got an ambulance coming. And he goes, but I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And I said, you'll be okay, Sam. And then he looked up and he said, what? Okay. 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 And when he said the third okay, he left.
He hasn't left any of us, actually. He's still here. I think he's resting for once.
Sam's wife, Malika, was pregnant with Sam's child before they were married. She lost the child to a miscarriage 1 month ago. Ahead, we will change the mood and introduce you to a beautiful woman who is very dangerous.